will also be here calling the action. Creighton, introduce our first player.
Oh man, I can't wait. Spawning in the top left-hand side here of Death Aura LE. It is our South Korean Protoss player, currently teamless. He is Hurricane.
And his opponent in the bottom right-hand side of Death Aura, the red Protoss player representing Alpha X. He is Nice.
It's so difficult to cast a nice game because, the human brain works really weirdly, and you tend to say the word that comes to the front of your brain first. It's called front of mind.
Okay.
And anytime I cast a nice game, I find myself over and over again saying...
Using the word nice.
Yeah. Oh, that was a really nice engagement, but... Yeah. I mean, a nice flank there, but... damn it. So... Fingers crossed we can keep this going fairly well today. But Hurricane and Nice is a great series to start out with. Of course, this is PvP. The winners of this series go on to face the winner of the other series in the bottom half of the bracket, Probe versus SOS. I don't want to speak ill of Probe because he's a very talented player, but I think SOS is probably the odds-on favorite to win that one. So the next series in this is also guaranteed. It's guaranteed to be a PvP. And it's likely going to be up against SOS. So this is a tough challenge to start with for both of these players. And then I know their next quarterfinal match is going to be a hell of a difficult one as well. So both of these guys, I know, focused on this game. But somewhere in the back of their brain, Grant, they've got to be looking at the next series and going, man, even if I win this one, it's a tough road ahead. And that's honestly true for, I think, every single player in this entire tournament.
100%. In terms of this matchup, it's kind of hard to call it fairly down the middle, though one player is favored, one player is not, because both of them are very, very good. Hurricane has been doing incredibly well in the last year, maybe year and a half, and I would probably, if I had to, bet my bottom dollar, pick him. But Nice is a very, very aggressive, cheeky player, and we're seeing that already. A proxy robo. This is not the most common proxy anymore. We see more proxy Stargates and even some hidden DT tech, but this is cool by Nice. This is going to be very aggressive. It has not been scouted yet. We do see that wall going down as well, just to slow down and keep track of those units. And if Nice can execute this well, he is going to put himself in a very, very good position. We've seen no tech go down by Hurricane yet. He gets a robo of his own. That's a good start, because he will be able to get an Immortal out in time, but he needs to... Oh, he's seen it! Oh, that's so big there by Hurricane.
Yeah, you were absolutely correct, though. That scout is huge from Hurricane right now because, of course, as we said, he can send these stalkers out. Now, of course, there are counter stalkers out from Nice who's going to try and defend this, and it looks like he will be able to get that first Immortal out with not too much trouble. But I think Hurricane has made a really nice, He's made a really good choice here, and he's gone for a robo of his own. And of course, he will be a little bit behind here. The first Immortal already out from Nice and clonking its way across the map now. But Hurricane's going to have his own here pretty quickly. And he should be able to defend, I think. Nice could expand behind this. I'd love that sort of play. Just use the first Immortal as a bit of aggression. But it looks like, no, he's going to go for it here. A couple of force fields, and Hurricane going to grab the first blood of this game.
Yeah, that's really nice there by Hurricane. I like that he got 2 sentries nice and early.
You did it too.
Ah, crap! I like that he got those 2 sentries early for that force field energy. Now he does have to rely on a battery, and it is not going to be a super battery. But look at the Stalker count, and the first Immortal is already 2/3 of the way done here from Hurricane. It feels like Hurricane's in a good spot as long as he micros well, and he's doing a very good job of it. But the Prism is now here, and that now means Nice has the advantage in these micro battles. He can also load up into the main. He can pressure multiple positions at once. He hasn't expanded yet, and I do feel like once that Immortal gets out, oh my god, if it gets caught though.
Yeah,
this is so good.
Play.
Oh,
really good play
big
by Nice there. And yeah, he's going to snipe that Immortal right away. Bad timing there from Hurricane, whose Immortal pops out just as Nice makes his way into the main base. A bit fortunate for Nice there, honestly. A bit of luck that he popped into the main base just as that Immortal came out. But this is really, really good there from Nice. And he's going to find himself in a really good spot now. Despite losing the first Stalker of the game, picking off that Immortal is huge. It takes the backbone out of Hurricane's army and really...
the Prism!
More Prism!
It lives. And actually, the trade ends up going pretty favorably there for Nice, but he does need to be very careful. Prism versus Prism action is what we signed up for today, and that's what we're going to get. Now, both of these guys completely separated from their main forces, but Nice's Immortal is in that Prism. Hurricane just has 2 Stalkers. He's happy as Larry right now. We're seeing a lot of Adepts coming in right now from Nice, actually, and it does look like he's going to try and push in to the main. And if Hurricane makes a mistake and doesn't hit his wall here, he could be in a lot of trouble. There's a whole bunch of adepts moving up that ramp. And I'm a little bit concerned right now, because this is still very scary.
Yeah, the Adept switch is really interesting here from Nice, and I do like it a lot. I think the Adepts add a considerable amount of DPS, and especially if you're up against Mass Stalker, I think they tend to do a really good job. That said, there's still no expansion from either player, so we're seeing some real hyper-aggression here from both of these players, and I think that has to do with the fact that, as you said earlier, that nice snag there from Hurricane, very well done. Yeah. I think that has something to do with the fact that these players do know that they're fairly evenly matched, Grant. They have to know that, right? Hurricane and Nice, this is, to be honest, this is anybody's ball game. I think the Aligulac was 2-1 for Hurricane, maybe, but Nice is truly a great player here. And the fact they're both being so aggressive, not letting their feet off the gas pedal at all, shows that these players are taking this first match very, very seriously, because they both think they can win it, which is, I think, accurate.
Oh my god, if he gets a robo, it doesn't look like it will happen, but a lot of damage on it. Get a sentry on your way out. Yeah, this is nice. Every sentry that he kills is less energy, less defensive capabilities here for Hurricane. So Nice doing a fantastic job. Got it, didn't say nice. Of keeping his stuff alive. He takes a lot of shield and a little bit of HP from the robo as well. If he can get back in before it's too late, he'll be able to take that down. And now we have a lot of adepts fighting a lot of adepts. Sentries in the front, and Nice takes the win. Too much in the front.
Yep, no question there, Grant. That was a fantastic. Nice Hurricane army split in twain. A couple different units in one side, couple units in the main, couple units outside, and Hurricane knew that he'd just taken too much damage overall. Great play there by Nice, and as with most PvPs, Grant, Nice won that not with one. Well, sometimes you would with a giant push, a big disruptor shot or something, but with a lot of those really great PvPs, it's death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
It's the Stalker here. It's the force fields that pick off that Immortal early on. It's the damage in the main base. All those little things that really make it work there for Nice. So a good win there from Nice, and I think Hurricane's got to be a little bit disappointed with his performance in that first game.
I mean, especially after scouting the proxy robo very early. Not as early as it possibly could be, but early enough that he was able to react. He was able to get an Immortal out himself. He force-fielded nice and early and picked off a couple of Stalkers before anything even begun. He just kind of fell apart a little bit to the multi-pronged harass of Nice. Nice was able to use that Prism to its maximum, and then he separated the army with a force field on the ramp, and he just killed him. He killed him, and that's a great start now for Nice. He is already one map up, and against a player like Hurricane, you want to take every win you can get. I wouldn't be surprised to see Nice try and be cheeky, maybe a Stargate or DTs this time, pick up a quick win. If he has any more scary builds, he might want to hide them for his next series, because if you can beat Hurricane, you could beat SOS on a good day, and I'd say Nice played very well.
Yeah, he definitely did. Definitely did there. Hang on just a minute. Sorry, Grant. We're doing some we're running the B stream today. So we're doing the admin as always. We got a little bit going on. But one thing we'll talk about a lot, I think, today is not just the format, but also how long this event is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
We're right now in the round of 32, which is a double elimination series where 4 players are going to move on to qualify for this first, to basically get into the round of 24. So our first 2 days are going to be just these double elimination events to try and get 4 players into the main event. This is going to be such a long week of StarCraft. It's going to be fantastic. And as you said, a lot of possibly hiding builds, sneaky play, not showing what they can. We got a lot of options for these players, and you don't want to let all of your secrets out of the bag right away.
Especially when you know the next matchup you're playing is the same as the one you're playing now, and PvP is very much a build-based matchup. Execution is important, but of course, getting things started and executing your build well in this matchup probably more important than most others. We now get ready to move on to Oxide for map 2. Of course, as Creighton said, this is the round of 36, and this is the double elimination bracket stage. Yeah. So, even if Hurricane does lose now, he still has a shot to go through. He'd have to tear through the lower bracket, be on his last life, so to speak. Nice will be looking to close this one out. And it's a great way to start. Very aggressive. We expect this. This is the World Championships. This is our BlizzCon. And we are completely honored to be here doing this event.
I don't know if I'd compare this to BlizzCon, Grant.
That's
this
better.
Should be much better than BlizzCon.
This is our Super Bowl. Is that good? Our Superb Owl?
Yeah, Super Bowl. I'm amazed you made that reference. I thought you would have done some like Champions League garbage or whatever.
No. I mean, I would, but you wouldn't understand it because you're across the pond or uncivilized. So
I have no idea. We have football. Your football, our soccer. We have that here.
You have a draft. Why?
What?
The MLS has a draft. He's Googling this now. That's wrong.
Is that not a thing?
Drafts? No. That's crazy.
Right, because there are no salary caps in your football, right? It's just like the richest team can buy whoever they want.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, that's financial fair play. Anyway, we are loading into our next map. Guys, Oxide coming
You're joining us for ESL Katowice football talk with Grant Creighton.
Grant Creighton and Ronaldo will be joining us later.
Have you seen the?
No.
It's fantastic. Basically, they're doing a dog competition. The Westminster Dog Show or whatever. But one of the commentators has no idea. He knows nothing about dogs at all. And I feel like if we did a football show, that would be me as well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Guys, I'm just going to sort out some layout stuff quickly. I haven't had a good opportunity to test it all yet. So there we go. That's that fixed. As we get into game 2, Creighton, why don't you introduce our first player?
Absolutely. Spawning. In the bottom left-hand side in the blue, currently down 1-0. Worried about getting relegated to that bottom bracket. He is our South Korean Protoss player, Hurricane.
And his opponent doing something a bit different. He is Alpha X's Red Protoss player. Up 1-0 in the series. Can he close it out and move on to face Probe or SOS? It is nice.
I love this. Game 1, we saw both players going for that double gateway opener with the Cyber Core up on the high ground as well. This game, both players changing it up, going for the gateway on the low ground. But look at Hurricane already being a little bit cheeky here in game number 2, Grant. This is so much fun. I love to see a little proxy pylon here. We are going to see, of course, Nice trying to block off Hurricane's natural, which is great, but I think Hurricane probably doesn't care that much.
No. Now, what I'm interested in is what Hurricane is going to do. Is it going to be like a proxy gateway, or is this going to be a Stargate? That would be what I would expect. And with no gateway going down yet, it certainly looks like that's a possibility. One thing Nice did see is that Hurricane's probe actually came in at a very slight angle. And I mean, we're super nitpicking here, but it didn't come straight up the middle of the ramp. It did come from the left. And he was at the ramp placing a Cybercore at that time. So maybe he has a lick that's something's a bit odd. It would be really pushing. We do see a Stargate go down here. Nothing going down yet for Hurricane in his proxy location. He does have quite a bit of gas bank, but instead making a Stalker before any proxy tech. And we should be seeing that go down right now, and it's a Stargate as well. Now, the big question is, what's coming out of the Stargates, Creighton? Will it be... Because if it's Phoenix for Nice and Hurricane makes an Oracle, Nice immediately picks up traction in this game. I do like this though, this block, very, very nice, using the tankiest build he could find, the Cybernetics Score. Going to be able to pick up the probe as well, most likely. Zap it! Get him! Yeah! And there's a cancel.
I love it. You know me, Grant, I'm always a proponent of the idea that any worker that gets a kill should get like a little flag or a new skin or something. I always feel like any worker that picks up a kill should get some sort of recognition. Now, Oracle out for Nice and counter Oracle here from Hurricane. Now, Grant, Nice's Oracle out a little bit quicker, but Hurricane's Oracle proxied. Who comes out on top here with Oracle versus Oracle?
I'm interested, is there a shield battery right now in Nice's mineral line? Because that's what he needs to survive. He hasn't got one. He's gone for the skip here instead of getting his battery in the front. Of course, the real risk here is there is an army attacking the front door as well. And that's something that Nice is going to have to deal with. We can see here some units drawing some distractions here. The Stalker going to fight the Oracle. The Stalker will eventually get the kill, but meanwhile, the mineral line will be under duress. We're going to see a few probes go down here. 2, 3, 4. And this is already a great start for Hurricane in fighting his way back into the series. If he can get 7, 8, 9, that will be superb. 8 workers is a great start here. And now we see Nice moving into Phoenixes. Hurricane is going for another Oracle, not 100%. Okay, cancelled. It goes into Void Ray. Hurricane is my new favorite player. This is a great start for the South Korean.
Attaboy. I mean, Grant, just pull up that battle report and you can see just how awful that went for our red Protoss player. Nice. Sure, he lost, a couple stalkers and everything, but 9 probes going down is huge, especially, and Grant, we always say this when we cast together, but especially when you're in a mirror matchup, being behind 2 probes, 3 probes can be pretty significant. Being behind 6, 8, 10 probes is terrible. But here comes Nice with a bit of counter damage. Those 2 Oracles doing some good work. Only 4 probe kills, but maybe a few more on the way.
Yeah, they couldn't mower up their shots perfectly by the end of it in order to get those last few kills through the battery. But 5 is nice. We can see now that the worker count is dead even. This Void Ray is really not going to get much done. Some nice micro here. Damn it, by Nice. And this Void Ray goes down before really getting anything. A couple more workers do go down though in the main, Creighton.
What was that micro there from Hurricane? Oh my god, Hurricane losing both the Void Ray and the Oracle there.
Killed 5 more workers
I don't think those were necessary kills. You know, you didn't have to lose that Oracle. It already had the 4 kills. It could have gone out and just retreated back to this little corner of the map here and stayed safe for a while. But as it was, Hurricane actually lost a lot of DPS there that he wishes he had right now in this attack on the front of Nice's base.
Yeah, I mean, the Void Ray will fall down for both. It did manage to get a few more hits off, a little bit more of that energy with the beam, the charged up being fired off here for Nice in the defense, but he's losing so much. It looks like maybe things are going to end quickly. Super Battery comes out. Hurricane's just going to waddle up into the main with some of these Stalkers now. Meanwhile, look how many workers are going down. Nice, he just managed to kill 15 more workers, Creighton.
Wow, this is ugly. Some serious aggression here in game number 1 and 2. Hurricane not completely out of this, Grant, but my god, if he doesn't win here, right now, it's going to be very difficult for him to claw his way back out of this. Void Ray uses his prismatic alignment, but is a little bit slow to target fire one of those stalkers, but only 2 stalkers left here. The Oracles are going to pop in and help kill those things. The probes pulled off the line. Nice knows that all he has to do here is defend, Grant.
Yeah, Nice has done such a great job in this game. Taking a look at the worker count though, Creighton, what is going on? It's even again. In fact, Hurricane has only 1 worker ahead, but he doesn't have an army at all. Both of these players very broke. Hurricane's got a lot of gas, but he can't spend it. He doesn't have any minerals, and of course we're so early in the tech tree that Hurricane is just unable to make a lot happen. Nice is moving across with the Oracles once again. If he could somehow find a little bit more damage, he may be able to close this out. This is an absolutely chaotic PvP to start us off here at IEM Katowice.
I love it, Grant. You know, we know that this is the biggest event of the year, and if scrubs like you and I know what's at stake here, the players who have real money on the line are genuinely aware that this is such an important day, such an important week, and starting off with a win is such a big advantage. As you said, if you lose in this round 1, you're not out of the tournament yet. It is a double elimination here in the round of 36. But you don't want to start your day by getting dropped down to that lower bracket. Not only is it terrifying to be in the lower bracket because you're always 1 game away from elimination, I feel like just mentally it puts you in such a bad spot, puts you on the back foot where you're like, oh man, my life is on the line every time. I lost my first series. I got to win. Everybody coming down is hungry as well. It just seems very difficult.
And let's just talk about the money here, Creighton. $250,000, $250,000 on the line in this event. In just 1 week, $250,000 will be dished out, and everyone wants the lion's share of that money. Of course, players like Hurricane, these top South Koreans, they're pushing to get all the way to the upper echelons of this tournament. But right now, Nice seems to have his number. Take a look at the army supply. It's 28-12. In terms of army value, it's so much more. 3 times here for Nice as he pushes in. Void Rays Prismatic aligning, getting those sentries taken down. Now going to go onto the Stalkers instead. Probe forced off the line. Has he done it? Has Knight broken through? Yes, he has. Nice. 2-0.